To join us live, or 800-348-1007. 35192. Send me a text. Guardians back in action tonight. 7:10, they're hosting the Pirates of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's a 7:10 start tonight. Your pregame coverage will begin 30 minutes prior. You want to get the full bug. 6:40 is when that will start here on MMS, and you can also listen on the iHeartRadio app, where you can leave us messages there if you like, via that ever so convenient talkback button.
Hey guys, there is no possible way that you can hang out with pretty much strictly comedians and not know what docking means. Mary has absolutely heard it. She just has an awful, awful memory. Take it easy, guys.
Mary, that guy is calling your synapses into question. He's telling you what you do and don't remember.
Here's the thing. Maybe you guys are all a little more gay than you think you are. I have never heard this
No, we're
term.
so gay. We're all so gay.
You're all so gay.
Oh, my
We're all
God.
so gay.
You guys are so
Absolutely.
gay.
Yes.
I have definitely never heard this term, and I have a pretty good memory. So,
You know how I know you're gay?
How do you know I'm gay?
Because you macrameed yourself a pair of jean shorts.
You know I know you're gay? You just told me you're not sleeping with women anymore.
You know how I know that you're gay?
How? Because you're gay and you can tell who other gay people are?
You know how I know you're gay?
How?
You like Coldplay. You know how I know that you're gay?
How?
You like the movie Made in Manhattan.
You know I know you're gay?
How?
I saw you make a spinach dip in a loaf of sourdough bread once.
That actually, I don't care
That
for...
shouldn't be a sourdough bread. That should be a pumpernickel.
Is that true?
Yeah.
A pumpernickel?
I mean, usually if you're doing like that spinach dip, that's like you get that big circular pumpernickel. You
yeah.
carve
brown
out
bread.
I don't know anything about it. I thought
it's
everybody
the
over
best.
COVID was making sourdough bread specifically to put things in it.
Yeah, but that movie came out in like 2002.
No, I understand. I'm just saying that I thought that sourdough...
Anytime I've ever seen a spinach dip with bread around it, it's been pumpernickel.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
See,
how
I don't eat spinach dip, so I don't know this.
That's how our family was.
Okay, but this is similar to Mary's thing with docking. You've been at places where they have spinach dip.
Oh, my wife eats it. Yeah,
Yes.
we'll go to a Greek
Yes,
place and
so-
she'll get the thing, but I didn't. I guess I thought that the bread
I'm thinking
was...
of like a party situation, like a house party,
Ah.
maybe a holiday party, something like that. If they have a spinach dip, generally I think of it being with a pumpernickel.
Okay. Well, then, Mary, just Bill is gay, not me, because I didn't know what kind of bread bowl
No, you're
it was
more
ma-
gay because you should know that.
Oh, I should.
You're too.
No more. I said I like women. Women.
You're too busy looking at all the dudes, and I'm over there
Yeah.
scarfing on the pumpernickel spinach dip.
That's true. He does like a good scarf. Just like a gay guy.
Oh, he got me again.
Nailed it. You know what? We should also take into account the fact that slang is so fast moving and has so, the Inuit famously have dozens of words for snow. Maybe docking is too old school. Maybe there's some new hip way to refer to that Mary's heard of. And then she goes, oh, that, yes. I didn't
Guys,
realize that's what that was.
I cannot stress enough that I have never heard of this sexual act before. And
It's
once I
also
was-
not like a real sexual act that I think people are doing. It's a Urban Dictionary dumb thing that people made. I'm sure there are guys that have done it, but I don't think there's anybody like requesting it on a regular basis. Be like, yeah, we're really into docking.
Well, that's why I've kind of confused people in the past, because when I have my annual checkup with my primary care physician, Bill, I call that docking. Because I'm going to...
I gotta go.
What time is it, Mary? Is it already?
My God.
Oh,
3 hours.
my
3 hours
God.
and 37 minutes left.
How about that Steph Curry? I've been watching him in a show called Mr. Throwback with Adam Pally, and Steph Curry is... I think it's very funny. It's over there on Peacock, and it's a story about a guy who grew up with Steph Curry. Steph Curry, of course, went on to become Steph Curry, and Adam Pally plays the guy who was kind of left behind, and then they reconnect, and it's all under the auspices of this giant, massive lie, but it's a very funny show. And Steph Curry has extended his stay with the Golden State Warriors for 1 year. When I first saw the money they were paying him, I was like, oh, how long is the contract? It is 1 year, and they're going to pay him $62.6 million for 1 year.
It's pretty good.
Well,
pretty
he's,
good deal.
from what I understand,
He's very good.
I don't know much about bread bowls, but I know that Stephen Curry is a very good basketball player.
He is.
A 1-year extension. You know, I signed a 1-year extension with WMMS, and it was not for $62 million, Mary.
Yeah, right.
Just-
You'll be
60.
pleased to know.
Oh, 54 million.
So Dub Nation, you know that's what they call Golden State Warriors fans. Dub Nation. You know how here Cleveland basketball fans are called Cavs heads?
No.
Out there they're called Dub Nation, as in W, as in Warriors. See, GSW in medical terms is usually shorthand for gunshot wound. And so I don't know why they don't call them Gun Nation. That'd be fun too. Anyway, 62, that's about $750,000 a game. Through the there's 80 some games in an NBA season, a regular NBA season. And they'll pay him $62.6 million to keep him through the 26-27 season. He's guaranteed $178 million over the next 3 years of his deal. And for that kind of money, he's not 40 yet, right? He's still a young man. Steph Curry?
I mean, he's old in basketball years. He's like 35, 36, I think.
Oh, he's that old?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought he was like 22 years old. Steph Curry, yeah.
He's been playing in the NBA since he was 14.
Well, that's what Dub Nation likes, Mary. They like him young. It's San Francisco. I bet they know what docking is. He's 36 years old. That's Steph Curry. And you know, he's just another kid from Akron. Just another kid from Akron. But you don't hear him talking about it all the time. In fact, you don't ever hear him talking about it, which I think is strange. But there it is. Congratulations to him. And anybody going to, I mentioned that show of his is on Peacock, anybody subscribing to the Chick-Fil-A streaming service?
They have a streaming service, huh?
Here it is.
Yes.
Wait for it. Here it comes.
No, I'm serious. I know that, Mary, my comedy sometimes can be bone dry. Gobbledygee! But no, Chick-fil-A, for some reason, is launching a streaming service. All right, you got me. Usually eating Chick-fil-A, Bill, turns you into a streaming service. Am I right?
Not really.
Okay, so I don't know. I don't eat it. But Chick-fil-A is,
You guys you're killing me today.
they're going to be competing with Netflix and Disney. I don't know why, but they're doing it. Boy, I hope they grab the Queer Eye library. That would be great. Have every season right there.
But they censor all the gay stuff.
Yeah, right. It's just 10 minutes.
Every episode is 3 minutes long.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They're working with a number of production companies and traditional studios to create multiple original shows.
Are they all
for
going to be
streaming.
chicken-based?
I don't know about
A
that.
Chick-fil-A streaming service.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But that's what they're planning on doing. It's like when the Tyson chicken guy wanted to trade Costanza from the Yankees, and then they would come, you know, and what Steinbrenner would get in return is chicken licensing there at Yankee Stadium. Chicken beer, chicken nuggets. They're going to do a game show. They're going to do family-friendly, unscripted programming. And then they're going to do original scripted series and animation and probably whatever kind of programming costs them next to nothing to make is probably what it will be. But it's just a bigger part of, you know, because what? Walmart bought what? It used to be Voodoo. Now it's Walmart.
Fandango at home.
There you go.
Walmart owned that for a while, and I think Fandango bought it from Walmart.
Okay. Yeah, so Disney has their streaming service. They're kind of still the king of that whole thing. And Walmart had their somebody bought whatever the streaming arm of Redbox was, now that they don't have, the DVD kiosks anymore. I think it was just a couple of days ago that I saw they were celebrating the anniversary of Reed Hastings and the other guy founding Netflix. I think Netflix was founded in 1997. As you know, obviously as a DVD delivery service for people who are old enough to remember that. Netflix around for a long time. You used to have to get physical media in the mail. But the Chick-fil-A thing, which very much looked like something that popped up on The Onion, but not. And I don't even know what it's going to be called. But they work a lot already with this studio in Atlanta that does a lot of stuff with Marvel. So will there be Chick-fil-A product placement in shows that you already know and love? Don't know. I would think that these guys would be making, their biggest competitor might be something like the Hallmark Channel. Because don't they have a lot of family-friendly programming over there? All those Christmas shows?
Love stories, yeah.
Love stories.
That would be interesting to see if they did that. Like, the big city lady comes home and she's like, oh, I don't understand Christmas. I don't have any spirit for that. I also don't like chicken sandwiches. And then the guy that's stayed home, works on a farm, takes care of animals.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe has chickens.
But raised them humanely.
Mm-hmm. Free range.
Is, he's not like overtly outward gay, like anti-gay, but, his values project that he is. Teaches her the true meaning of chicken and Christmas.
Oh, you think so?
The true meaning of chicken.
The true meaning of chicken Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time they hook up, he just whispers in her ear, my pleasure.
Yeah.
Yay!
But they don't hook up till they're married.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
the movie ends. Fade to black.
Mm-hmm.
My pleasure. Fade to black.
Those shows are going to be full of foul language.
Hey.
Dude,
Alan, Mary's never seen Deadpool 2? No, I bet Mary has not seen Deadpool 2.
Is that the one where his girlfriend dies?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they talk about docking a couple of times in that, I think.
It probably went over my head.
I was going to say, I can't
'Cause I
imagine
saw
that's
that
something that would have
movie-
locked in your brain.
I saw that movie one time, and I remember it being sad.
Yeah.
I remember crying during it, but I don't really remember a lot
Yeah,
of the
it's
plot
got
points.
dead in the name, Mary. A Nadoy.
I know.
Yeah. Alan, I'm a straight man, the exact same age as Mary. I have no idea how she's never heard. Again, chastising her is not going to make her remember
Also,
that she's heard the...
No women are texting in.
Well, I don't
Do you
know.
guys understand that, too?
Well, here's a woman. Alan, I am a woman. Please tell Mary that I am a woman. Don't let her think that I'm not a woman.
Mm-hmm. And then what?
It's a pretty long
That's
text.
it? That's it?
And I have heard of docking before. See right there. So
Oh, yeah.
don't tell me it's not women.
And I am a woman, so yes.
And I am a woman, and I have heard
I don't
of...
like men no more. I said I like women. Women.
Alan, I was listening to Monday's podcast when you were ranting about the AIDS. You were talking about so much gay content that it, sorry, Freudian slip. You're ranting about the ads interrupting you in the podcast. Literally, an ad broke in the middle of you talking about it.
That's amazing.
And then 3 minutes later, yeah, people send me these clips if you get the opportunity to do it. I know it's a couple of hoops to jump through, but I do like listening to them. No, I have washed my hands of whatever Michigas is going on with the podcast because I could not care less. I was trying to help. I was trying to point things in the right direction and do whatever I could do. But I do not care. So if they get that figured out, I hope that they do. I certainly want that experience for our podcast listeners to be one that is not frustrating. But I don't know. Will the Chick-fil-A streaming service be available on Sundays?
Ooh.
See, I think this is a way for
All
them
shut down.
I think this is a way for them to generate revenue on Sundays. This is pretty sneaky.
Or it's just a live stream church on Sunday. That's the only thing you can access on Sundays.
Yeah.
24/7. Well, 24 for one day. Just live stream Jesus.
It's like when my grandmother, my grandma lived to 103, and she still went to church. I was going to say religiously. She still went to church probably up until a year before that. My grandma lived by herself, and she was very, very mobile until like really that last year, like 102 to 103 is kind of when the whole house of cards came down. And so at that point, she still didn't want to miss church. So I remember her sitting there in that chair watching the televised mass. I mean, there were people way, way younger than her who were in full use of their facilities who counted that as going to church. They were like, I'll sit at home and watch it. I was way past caring about going to church in the first place. It wasn't even on my radar. But boy, she, to the very end, she would sit there and watch mass. And so what I'm trying to say is I'm sad that my grandma didn't live to see the Chick-Fil-A streaming service because she probably would have really enjoyed it. Alan, I'm 46. I'm also a woman. Again, I am a woman. And I've never heard of docking.
Not real.
No, I'm reading it right here. It says I've never heard of docking. So that's
okay,
one
there
on
you go.
your side. Oh, now she believes her. Now she believes it's a woman.
I don't believe anything.
Why? Because nothing matters?
Nothing matters.
Why don't you believe anything? I bet you believe in yourself.
Barely. That changes daily, dude.
Yeah, join the club.
Every day is just a
Every day is a fresh
roll of the
hell,
dice.
Mary.
It's a roll of the dice.
Yep.
You want to know what happened
The
today?
winding road.
Oh, I'm sorry?
Every day is a winding road.
Well, roll of the dice because you have to put it in gambling terms. I understand. What
What
happened today?
Round 7. So I get this little, sorry we missed you. Pick up your package from UPS, right? Mm-hmm. And it
This
just
is the
has
yellow slip stuck to the door.
Yeah, it just has our apartment number on it, so we don't know if it's for me or my roommate. So both of us go to the UPS store and we're like, hey, we got this. We don't know what it is. We actually got 2. They scan the first one. They go, well, this isn't coming until 3 o'clock today. And we were like, then how are they sorry they missed us if it hasn't been delivered yet? And the guy was like, I don't know. We come back at 3. So then the other one he scans. He goes, okay, which one use Mary? So that's me. And he goes, all right, let me go get your package. And it was like, no joke, like 15 minutes of this guy being in the back. And my roommate, she was standing there, and I was like, she's like, what did you order? I was like, I didn't order anything. I have no idea what this is. She goes, what if it's big? I was like, I don't know. I'll have to walk it home. I don't know what it is. And so she's like,
It's
well,
not like you ordered
stay.
a lawnmower or something. You know?
Well, I didn't order anything.
Right.
And that's why I was like, I don't know. Maybe one of my family members sent me something. I have no idea what it is because not that many people have my address. And so she's like, well, let me just wait with you in case it is like some random big package you need help carrying. And I said, okay. So then like another 10 minutes go by and I'm like, dude, just leave. You don't have to be here. So they come back and they're like, yeah, we don't have this. And I was like, well, they came back and then they said, how big is your package? And I was like, I don't know what it is. And they're like, so you don't know how big it is? And I was like,
Yeah.
no, I'm here to receive whatever you guys have for me. So then they go, we don't have it, so you have to call customer service. So I call customer service, and I put it on speakerphone, and they're like, yeah, they have it. So now we're going back and forth about this mystery package.
How far away is the UPS place?
It's not far. It's like
Okay.
2 blocks.
Yeah.
And it's on my way to the train, so it's not out of the way or anything like that. And so the guy's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. And he like goes and gets another guy, and the guy's like, oh, we shipped that back to the sender today, so you have to contact the sender. I was like, I don't know who the
Right.
sender is.
I have no information on
And
either
then he's
end.
like, well, we can't release that information. That's confidential information. And I was like, well, so then whatever this mystery package is, I don't know where it is, what it's supposed to be, or who sent it, but I don't have it. So now I'm like frustrated about a
Wait,
package.
why can't they tell you who sent you a package?
They said it, I don't know. They said it's
confidential.
confidential information. They can't give out the sender's information.
Okay.
I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
So then I get back on the phone with customer service, and they're like, yeah, well, our system still says that it shows it's at the location.
And you know none of this is going to be worth it in the end.
That's my point, is that I'm like, whatever this is. And now I was a little frustrated. I'm like, because I'm like, what is it? Where is it? How do we find it? How does nobody know where this is? And then I'm like, I didn't even know this package existed 20 minutes ago. And now it's a problem in my life.
Right.
I'm so annoyed. And I get an email from Nike that says, we've canceled your order.
This sounds like a scam.
No, it's from like Nike's website. I picked up shoes from this same UPS store last week.
Oh, I see.
So it's probably those, and there's
No,
just
I have the shoes.
Yeah.
right. But I'm saying, so they
like a
do that.
duplicate.
Nike is not good at keeping track of this kind of stuff, so it's probably that package. But because you picked it up, and somebody probably didn't scan it there or whatever, so it's just like
I got a receipt and everything
Yeah.
from the UPS store saying like you picked up your package. So
Yeah.
so that's why
By
I
the
was
way,
like,
pick up your package is what the other guy says when you're docking, Mary. Go ahead.
Well, thank you for letting me know that.
And also, so keep an eye on it. You might get a full refund on those shoes. and
Well, that's
then-
what they just emailed me, and we're like,
Ooh.
we canceled your order. Sorry you didn't pick it up in time. We'll send you a refund in the next 8 days.
Oh, you're double dipping.
free
And
shoes.
I was like, did I just get a $200 pair of shoes for free?
Yeah.
You may have.
Is
It's
that
not-
well? Because I wanted to ask you, Bill, if something like this has ever happened to you
It
before.
has. It has.
They just, and that's crazy to me too, because I'm like, this is a multi-billion-dollar company that they just don't care. That they're just like, well, somebody messed up. Have your either have another pair of shoes or have your money back,
Right.
which
Yeah.
is crazy.
And it's very rare. I mean, I've bought a lot of shoes from Nike. It's happened to me once, but yeah, it happens.
Well, because it said there were 2 items in the package, and they were like, well, we definitely don't have 2. Like, we're going to look for 1, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And so I got to the the UPS store at like maybe 12:15 because I was like on my way to the train, and I did not get onto the train until like almost 1:15 because I'm like,
well, 2 items means a shoe for each foot, right?
Maybe. I don't know that they send shoes packaged separately. I've never had that happen before.
I've also never had that happen.
Oh, you haven't? 2 separate. You got to go for the other one. I got the one right there at the door, but you got to go back for the other one.
But yeah, when you say like nothing matters, I went from like, I don't know this thing exists to now I'm aggravated, no one knows where the package is, to hey, maybe I'll get free shoes. So
right now it's on you to chase it down.
I'm not chasing anything.
Right.
I'm going to see if Nike gives me my money back next week. And if they don't, I already have the shoes.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do anything from here on out. Right?
Yes.
No, just you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Not
I was
like
like,
you're
I
like,
definitely.
hey guys, I actually got the shoes. Don't don't send my money back.
Too much money. You should take it back, Nike. No, it's not like it's a mom and pop shop.
Right.
No way. I don't feel bad about that at all.
Dear Nike, I am writing to tell you that I got shoes that you already sent me. If you could take these back.
So,
All right. Well, yeah, you might have some free shoes then.
weird day.
Congratulations.
I'm slipping when it comes to shoes. There's a pair that came out this morning that I wasn't even like. These are one of my favorite shoes from the '90s, and they did a retro of it, and I didn't even know it was coming out today.
Oh,
my
damn.
brother texted me because
Ew.
they're a Andre Agassi shoe, the Hot Lavas, great shoes, and he's like, oh, he's in Idaho, so he's like, I would have had to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get these, and I was like, I didn't even know they were coming. I was like, if you would have told me, I would have had them for both of us, but I'm slipping, which is real bad in the shoe game.
Yeah, I was gonna, you got to get them Agassi kicks right there. Holy cow. All right, I've got to take a break. I will have those Coal Chamber tickets for you. They pushed the show to the spring, but it's going to be Coal Chamber and Fear Factory and a bunch of other bands at the Agora in April. So you want to grab those. We'll do that in a minute. 35192. Want to send me a text for anything else or hit me up at AlanCoxShow.com.